Welcome to All Night Society. Listen carefully, because this story actually happened. I found a long black hair on my toothbrush. I have short brown hair. My girlfriend, Elena, has blonde hair. We were alone in a cabin in the middle of the woods. Or we thought we were alone. We rented the cabin for a week. We wanted to get away from the city. The city was loud. My job was stressful. Elena needed to paint. We drove for 6 hours to get there. The cabin was very far from the main road. The nearest neighbor was 5 miles away. The cabin was small. It was made of dark wood. It had 1 bedroom, a kitchen, and a living room. There was a small basement too. The man who owned it gave us the key in the town nearby. He said nobody had been there for a month. When we arrived, the air was very cold. The sun was going down. The tall trees made long shadows. I took our bags out of the trunk. Elena carried the groceries. We went inside. The cabin smelled like dust and old wood. "It is beautiful," Elena said. She put the eggs and milk in the small fridge. I looked around. I checked the locks on the windows. I always do that. I am a nervous person. All the windows were locked. I felt better. We made dinner. We ate pasta and drank some wine. We felt very happy. That night I heard a sound. It did not sound like an animal. It sounded like a footstep. I sat up in bed. The room was very dark. I listened. I did not hear it again. I told myself it was just the house cooling down. Old houses make noise. I went back to sleep. The next morning, I went to the bathroom. That is when I saw the hair. It was caught in the bristles of my toothbrush. It was long and very black. I felt a chill on my neck. "Elena?" I called out. She was in the kitchen. "Yes? Did you use my toothbrush?" I asked. She laughed. "No. Why would I do that?" I showed her the hair. She frowned. She looked at it closely. "Maybe it was there when you bought it," she said. "I have had this toothbrush for a month," I said. "It was not there yesterday." She shrugged. She thought I was being too careful. I threw the toothbrush in the trash. I used some mouthwash instead. We went for a long walk in the woods. The trees were thick. It was hard to see very far. I kept looking behind us. I felt like someone was watching the back of my head. I did not tell Elena. I did not want to ruin her day. When we got back to the cabin, the front door was unlocked. I remembered locking it. I was sure I locked it. I stood on the porch for a minute. "Did you lock this?" I asked Elena. "I think so," she said. "I saw you do it." We went inside. Everything looked the same. The pasta boxes were on the counter. The paintings were against the wall. But then I went into the bedroom. My pillow was moved. It was on the floor. "Elena, did you go in the bedroom?" I asked. "No," she said. She came into the room. She saw the pillow. "Maybe it fell." "Pillows do not just fall off the bed," I said. "They are flat." She looked at me. She looked a little worried now. We searched the cabin. We looked under the bed. We looked in the closet. We looked in the small shower. No one was there. We checked the basement door. It was locked from our side. "See?" Elena said. "We are alone. You are just stressed." I wanted to believe her. We cooked more food. We watched a movie on my laptop. We went to bed late. I made sure both locks on the front door were turned. I checked them 3 times. I even put a chair under the handle. In the middle of the night, I woke up. I did not know why. It was very quiet. Elena was sleeping deeply. I stayed very still. Then I heard it. It was a breathing sound. It was not coming from Elena. It was coming from under the bed. My heart began to beat very fast. It was loud in my ears. The breathing was